Welcome to Friday night's matchup here of varsity football here on WACA-TV. If you just heard that, that was Ashland's own Gabby Illen with her rendition of the national anthem. I'm Rob Silver, joined tonight again on the mic with Rob Tickton.
Right, Rob and Rob.
Rob
Here we go.
Squared.
That was a beautiful rendition, by the way.
I thought it was unbelievable. If you took the under, you're very happy.
For sure.
And, yeah, really, really good job. I'm a big fan of the live, you know, when you can do it live. I mean, the Chris Stapleton tape,
Especially
but that was long.
Well, especially when it's a student, right? You know, getting these kids involved with the program one way or another. She did a wonderful job.
Yeah, so Ashland going to kick off. It's going to be number 89, Aaron Wolf, and Norwood on your left. Ashland in their home senior night gray uniforms. And we're almost underway. Back deep is number 22, and this one, they go for the onside kick. Little
trickery.
Little trickery. Great job by Norwood to come up and cover that. That's number 62. That is Patrick O'Brien. Heads up play right there. Not waiting for it to go the 10 yards.
Yeah, just getting up there.
Just,
good hands right there.
Yep.
Something tells me he's probably not a receiver, but maybe he should be. Tight end at least.
Yeah. So running the offense for the Mustangs of Norwood is number 3, Maddie Mahoney. A monster game last week, 232 yards on the ground, over 300 total yards. Down at the bottom of the screen is Connor Curran, and at the top of your screen, receiver Brian Dearborn. Likes to use a lot of the run-pass option. Hands that one right off to Jack Dwyer, who busts up the middle for 8 yards.
That's a tough run right there.
Number 9, Jack Dwyer.
Yep.
That's, I guess, their bread and butter, right? They just run the ball right up your gut. They make you stop you.
Yeah, and similar to Ashland's offense with the deception, you know, all of a sudden you think it's going to Dwyer. He pulls it back and keeps it himself. And Maddie Mahoney, number 3, has got tons of speed. So this, like we said before, it's a really good barometer for where Ashland's going to be. Mahoney rolls to his left, throws deep. Perfect throw.
Wow,
And drops it in there.
That's a great throw. Great throw, great catch.
Number 8, Dearborn.
That'll be a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
Something tells me Mahoney's name's going to get called a lot tonight. You know, whether he's throwing the ball or running the ball, it's just up to Ashland to see if they're going to stand for any Mahoney.
Now, Josh Abrams, who announces, does like a good dad joke, or a good punt.
I mean,
so get him in early and often, Jack Dwyer. And he is knocked down by Devin O'Brien.
Good play.
Jack Dwyer taken down by number 11, Devin O'Brien.
Devin O'Brien, very versatile, had a huge, not sack last week, but a big pressure on the quarterback on a 4th down play that shut Westwood down, and we've also seen him in the Wildcat offense with a handoff with the under center.
He's a middle linebacker, roaming around back there.
Yeah, he does everything. So again, now it's Dearborn at the bottom of your screen for Norwood. Mahoney, 5 yards deep, hands it off. Plenty of room by Dwyer.
Oof.
And that's, I think, Crispin or Tyler Pine. Let's see.
Number 9, Jack Dwyer, tackled by number
Dwyer
8,
doesn't seem like the type who wants to shy away from contact.
No.
1st and goal
Just
from
put
the
those shoulders right down and run straight ahead.
So it's 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. This has kind of been characteristic of Ashland. They've started off slow on defense. Westwood went right down and marched right down the field for a touchdown on the opening drive. See if they can settle down. Mahoney pitches it incomplete.
You got to watch the ball in your hands before you turn around and start running upfield, Rob.
Maddie Mahoney.
Good.
Pitch incomplete.
Good observation.
Goal from the 8.
Yep. It's tough, though, that pitch. It's hanging there, and it's not like.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that one on their game film.
Yeah. I mean, it was going to result in positive yards. I don't know about a touchdown, but it seemed to be like a well-designed play. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with the catch.
So that brings up 2nd and goal from the 8 with 9:17 to go in the opening quarter. Dwyer again breaks it to the outside, and he trots into the end zone untouched.
Well, that's
Made it look easy.
quite a first drive there by Norwood, Rob. I mean, they just marched right down the field after getting the onside kick.
Yeah, big chunk plays.
Yeah, and Dwyer seems to be like their go-to guy.
So 6-0 with 9:10 to go. Norwood lines up for the extra point. That's
A left-footed kicker.
Micah Papadopoulos.
Lefty.
And it's blocked. Good penetration.
Yeah,
Looked like number 13, maybe David Sales. It
Good
was.
call. Yeah, it was Sills. High snap, and Holder did a good job to get it down, but I think it just screwed up the timing enough to result in a kick that was blocked.
We were talking about that last week. Westwood's long snapper is actually going to Notre Dame. Preferred walk-on. He just committed a couple weeks ago. But rated top 3 in the country as a long snapper.
Is that-
But it makes such a big difference.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. You know what's funny is, so I did another game earlier this
Da
season.
Vinci, I believe.
Lincoln Sudbury has an unbelievable long snapper. Like, you can just tell they're different. I mean, that ball moves.
Yeah, and they actually faked the first extra point last week. It gets there so quickly, so you have time. But when that ball hangs there a little bit,
Yeah.
not that it wasn't a terrible snap.
No, it's just a little high.
And Papadopoulos to kick. Stepping up, I think that's Ozalumba. Loses the ball. I don't know who got it.
It looks like
Seemed
it's
to be-
Ashland's ball.
Yeah.
Crisis averted.
Turn by number 3,
That would have been,
Columba.
I don't want to say disastrous, but it certainly would not have been good for Ashland.
Nope.
But no harm, no foul.
And
We get
Ashland from
take a look at that Clockers offense and see if they can do what Norwood just did, and that's march down the field.
And we talked about the Vegas line. I had Ashland by 1. That missed extra point could be the difference.
It usually does end up making the difference, doesn't it?
So it's Ozalumba taking the snap, direct handoff, direct snap, and he breaks it through, and he gets a nice positive 8 yards.
Well, you know what I saw there that I really liked, Rob, is he's patient. He's waiting to see where the holes are, and then he's going forward. You don't see that at the high school level very often, but he seems to have good vision and waits for the opening before heading north-south.
I made that same observation last week. He waits for his blocks to develop, and he's in no hurry, and then he'll find a big hole, and he'll just explode. So this is interesting. Ozalumba again, and he hands off to Crispin. Crispin trying to go wide. Slides ahead for a couple yards
And off to number 8, Jason
and a first
Crispin
down.
For an Ashland. First down.
So like we always say with Coach Andrew McKay, just expect the unexpected.
35-yard line.
Never seen this offense before.
Devin O'Brien checking in.
And that's the sub of the game. Want to thank our sponsor, Ashland Townhouse Pizza and Subs. So Antonuk receives it, keeps it himself.
All right, positive
Pushes ahead
yardage.
for a couple yards.
Sure.
Quarterback keeper Cam Antonik. Gain of 3.
Yeah, good spot.
2nd and 7 for Ashland.
So those are the 3 guys you'd expect to see the ball on the ground. Antonuk, Crispin, and Ozalumba. Oh, that's what it was. Heard some fans talking about a 7 o'clock
Yeah, that explains the light crowd for Norwood.
Antonuck keeps it again. This time, not as successful, maybe a yard and a half. Actually, I'd seen the Metro West Daily put the time in as 7 o'clock when he was giving a rundown of all the games. I sent him an email.
Interesting.
I'm like, it's 6 p.m.
Maybe it's strategic as a way to not have too big of a visiting crowd.
Well, it hurts our viewership when people are at the game.
Right.
Sponsors want everybody at home watching on WACA-TV, YouTube Live. So 3rd and 5. Antonuck follows a block, finds a hole. He's thrown ahead for an extra half a yard. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard.
That's a tough run right there. What do you do here? You got to go for it, right?
Yeah. So they're going to try and draw him off sides. I don't think he's going to do the hard count. There you go.
Jeez. Good call, Rob. That's a mistake you typically make once, right?
Yeah, that's.
Offsides on the defense.
I was wondering if they were going to line up for the.
It worked last week. So sometimes you'll see them and they'll try to do the quick snap, maybe catch. But my brother Brian, you know Brian.
I do.
We talk about this. 9 times out of 10, it works against the offense. They fumble the snap or something like
Right.
that.
I mean, it usually just doesn't work. Period.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. When they try to do the quick snap, the hard count, that's one thing, you know.
Yeah, and the high school level is a different ball game. I thought maybe they were going to do a brotherly shove there.
So Ozalumba keeps it, fakes the handoff, and just like you said, he just got great vision.
He carries the ball a little
yards.
high, doesn't he? He seems to carry it a little high. It's a unique. Usually, it's kind of more in your gut.
For 8, looks like 2nd and 2 for Ashland.
They have another really good player who got injured in the first game, Quan Amaral, and he carries the ball high. That was one of the things that was pointed out to me. Fortunately, we lost him in the first game this year. Lost him in the first game last year as well. The kid's a stud. And Ozalumba again sheds a block, a tackle, and gets the first down.
Drew Bartuka for Norwood there almost had him down in the backfield, but couldn't pull him down. Too quick, too shifty.
Kept the legs moving.
And that again is good for an Ashland.
So Ashland doing what they do, just wearing down the defense.
Eating up some clock.
Yeah, they make for a quick game.
1st and 10 from the Norwood 40-yard line.
A lot of runs. And then they try and lull them to sleep, and they might, every once in a while, lull them to sleep and maybe sneak somebody into the backfield. But there we go again.
Jeez. Oh, wow.
That was Devin O'Brien and
what's with the pink flag out there? You see that?
Yards a double when they throw the pink flag.
Maybe that's the second offsides that you get a pink flag?
Well, last week, it might even be a player's laundry or something. No, that other ref's got the pink flag. So last Friday was Breast Cancer Awareness Week, and they had a fundraiser and everything. So I don't know if that's a league-wide thing, maybe.
Well, yeah, but some have yellow and some have pink. It's
now
a little confusing.
Just to update the fans, this actually was against Ashland.
Somebody moved.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Probably moved because the guy was coming at him 100 miles an hour. But got to stay there.
Yeah.
So it brings up 1st and 15. Devin O'Brien takes the direct snap. And he gets back the penalty yards on that run.
They just grind you, don't they?
Yeah, that's the purpose of
Snap to number 11, Devin O'Brien.
their offense. Just wear you down. 4 yards, 5 yards. And every once in a while, somebody will pop one as Jason Crispin comes over to the sideline. Antonuck and O'Brien.
It's interesting. They have
back to the huddle.
Yeah, they have 2 players talk to the coach in between plays.
That's not the norm. It's Devin O'Brien is the one that I said, runs the Wildcat offense. Looks like he's going to be the, getting the handoff, hands it to Ozalumba, who trips over number 56 for Norwood. That was Jared Tinlin.
And I feel like we're in 4-down territory, right? You get a few yards here. At that point, you're going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on that same thought process. So 3rd and 9.
We gonna see Antonuk throw the ball here? What's your prediction?
I'm predicting no. I'm predicting they're just going to try and
get 9 yards in 2 plays.
One play right here. Ozalumba takes the snap, follows Antonuk, and he finds some room.
Well, they got it on 1 play, Rob.
Yeah, pickup of 11 and a first down.
And that's enough for another Ashland first down.
So he's using the Antonuk as the lead blocker and just giving him a little bit more protection. Line's doing a really good job engaging with their with the defense, getting good push. Under 2 minutes here. Ashland trailing 6-0. Driving 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line. Norwood. Trickery there. Handed off to, I think it was Crispin. Healthy 6 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Hand off to number 8, Jason Crispin.
I like the PA announcer here.
He's second year. His son, that's George Tubin. His son, number 19, I believe, Cole Tubin, junior.
He's a pro. I like it.
Does a good job. Good PA system as well, but he's not overpowering.
Yeah, strikes the right balance.
Yeah, he's got a good spotter. I forget the spotter's name who helps him out. Ozalumba picks up 2, and then he's brought down about a yard shy of the first down.
It looks like we'll have 1 more play of the quarter.
Yeah.
And in the blink of an eye, we are on to the second quarter.
3rd and 1.
This drive already has to be 10 minutes.
9-10. Yep. So they scored with at the 9-10 mark. So a 9-minute drive. Like you said, unless they throw an incomplete pass, it's the last play of the quarter. Antonuk keeps it. Cuts back up, gets a little push from the rest of the backfield, and he gets the first down on that second effort.
Very nice.
Big push by number 4, Cam Antonuk.
So that brings 1 quarter in the books. The Ashland Clockers trailing the Norwood Mustangs 6-0, but they're knocking on the door. They're going to take over with a 1st and 10 on the Norwood 19-yard line when we come back. You're watching WACA-TV football. I'm Rob Silver with Rob Tickton. We'll be back in a moment. Well, we're going to stick here and watch them change up the field position. Gives us a chance to thank our sponsors, as always. Feeding the crew tonight, if you were here early, was Townhouse Pizza.
I mean, if you were here really early.
Yeah, well, it was senior night. Yeah. So Townhouse Pizza, subs, roast beef, and more. Be sure to fill up with the Buffalo Chicken Calzone that's been called one of the best in the area, endorsed by our co-host a few weeks ago, Dylan Drozek. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland. Give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
And I can tell you, speaking from experience, their empty boxes smell delicious.
I know, that's the only thing I promise you. I'm like, just come to the game, do it with me. You'll get some free pizza.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10. This time it's O'Brien with the direct snap, I believe.
Yeah, that was O'Brien. Yep.
O'Brien or, what's the reference? The Seinfeld reference. O'Brien and,
right. We'll have
You
to
gotta help
return
me
to
out.
that. I know.
10-yard line.
thought I was O'Brien.
Right. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That whole, yeah,
That might be
misunderstanding.
a top 5 Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, it doesn't get a lot of credit.
No.
Going to the big game. The big game. All right, this is the big game. Ozalumba takes the snap. Heads upfield. And he gets another first down, 5 yards.
Direct snap, number
And
23,
now we are
Ozalumba.
eclipsing the 10-minute mark for this drive.
Ashland,
Yeah.
first down.
So 1st and goal for the Clockers at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Hands on the hip. The Norwood defenders, they are exhausted already.
Yeah.
Great field cam shot right there. They got a camera right at the. That one goes nowhere. Kevin Ozalumba gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle.
Want to thank our crew tonight: Mackie Kota, Brady Montesino, Colin Turner, Alicia Hall, Jeff Hall, Paul Bowden helping out.
They've all been very polite and very welcoming.
Yeah, that's Colin Turner with the field cam, bringing you that nice ground level shot. Not sure if Brady's on tonight, but he's here in spirit if he's not here. Snap goes to Antonuk. He's got some space outside, cuts it upfield, and it looks like he is into the end zone for an Ashland Clocker touchdown.
Very nice run and kind of the theme over the course of the drive, right? Just kind of grind it out and get the tough yards. And just barely made it over the goal line, but 6 points for the Clockers and hopefully about to be 7 and put them in the lead.
Yeah, Aaron Wolf to kick for Ashland. Holding is number 10, Jacob Friels. Snap is down, and it's good. Ashland takes the lead, 7-6.
And there's that missed extra point already playing a factor here, Rob.
An 11-minute, 11-second drive.
That has to be their longest of the season is my guess.
It could be,
And I say that having seen 0 Ashland games.
but you probably are right.
Yeah, very intuitive.
Yeah, even some of the other successful drives, they've had some big yardage gains in there. But I think 12 yards might have been their top run.
Yeah, at the most.
Couple fourth downs. One made on a penalty. Oh, did they have another fourth? No, that was 1 4th down. So Aaron Wolf, we'll see if he kicks it away this time or tries something a little creative.
Something tells me we're not going to see another onside kick. Oh,
Well,
squibber.
yeah. Good job, Ashland. Wow.
Jeez, that ref is in no hurry to blow the whistle.
Yeah, Braden Pelletier in with the initial contact, and then a
Kickoff return by number 85.
gaggle of clockers to wrap them up finally. But good job by who did we get the Norwood number?
42-yard
What did he say?
No, I didn't get it.
line.
We'll get it on the replay.
42.
Might have been number 88, Jerry Fry. I know he was involved last week. Let's see on the replay. Or 87, Joey Manning. It's one of the Joeys. Pitch to Dwyer. Initial contact in the backfield, but Dwyer sheds that. Able to get 3 yards out of it.
That's a tough run. Antonuk was able to contain him from going around the outside, but was still able to squirt ahead for about 3 yards.
by the way, well, I'll mention it after this play.
I can't wait.
Oh, you'll be very excited.
This is going to be huge. Not the play, what you're going to say.
Right. Mahoney keeps it, tries to break it outside. He gets around the contain. He's able to get enough for a first down.
Well, there's nothing phony about Mahoney.
We have a friend from Norwood, Derek Langenberg. You know Derek?
Yes, yes.
He's
Business
the
owner.
proprietor of Perks on Washington Street.
Is he in the crowd tonight?
He's not in the crowd. I
Oh.
spoke to him earlier, but he said if the Clockers win tonight, just to kind of ease the pain for Norwood, free coffee on Saturday and Sunday with the purchase. Just mention the Clocker Coffee Special.
Oh, wow.
And for Perks, Saturday and Sunday, free coffee with any purchase.
It's good. Going to be good
So-
coffee drinking weather.
Oh, great coffee drinking weather. There's a handoff. Again, full head of steam upfield for 6 yards, 5 yards.
You know, I think he could have just said a free small coffee for anybody.
I
Why
threw,
didn't the
I, threw,
fives-
I threw in the purchase.
Oh, you did?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
I threw in the free coffee thing, too. He doesn't even know.
Oh.
No, he does, but I don't want these Norwood people.
No,
It's not just Norwood. I'm sure
You think it's
Ashland
gonna go
people will
viral? Nah.
Right, exactly.
He'd probably still be happy.
He wouldn't make you buy anything.
No.
So he's throwing. Mahoney. Oh, a perfect throw to number 6, Connor Curran.
No, that's actually number
Drew
8.
Bartuka.
That was Brian Dearborn with the catch.
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't even close. See, I didn't have the binoculars that time.
Yeah, Mahoney can throw the football, huh? That's 2 long passes for him
Yeah.
that have been basically right on the money.
The only thing, only incompletion was a little pitch.
Yeah, which wasn't his fault.
Nope. So, Mustangs again moving the ball with ease.
We're in for a dogfight.
First and goal from the 1. Oh, he's caught in the backfield, but he slips the tackle, and Mahoney's able to spin into the end zone, put his Mustang squad back on top, 12-7. Extra point conversion pending.
Good effort there by Matthew Terry to try to get him down in the backfield. Just barely slipped away. They had the penetration, almost tackled him for a loss, couldn't bring him down. Going for 2 here, I would assume, to make it 14-7.
Yeah, I think so. Hangry? So we'll see
Could
what
have
they have drawn up for this conversion attempt. They give it to the up back, and he is able to waltz in unscathed. Number 20, Max O'Brien.
And so much for the missed extra point coming back to bite them. That's all but been erased with the 2-point conversion. And
Yeah.
time for the Clockers to do their thing and march right back down the field. I feel like we should try to get a mention of all the seniors over the course of the evening. Since
Yeah,
it is
start it
senior
off.
night. Yeah, all right. I mean, should I go in any particular order?
We'll yeah, go by numbers.
All right. How about we'll start with the big number and work our way down. We'll go backwards.
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, we're going to have a kickoff, though, so we're going to do it right after the
No, I think we work it in. Like, for instance, Nathaniel Kavanaugh.
he's not going to receive it.
Okay, right.
That's Jason Crispin. Scratch him off the list. Senior Jason
Return
Crispin.
by number 8,
Congratulations.
And there's number 70, Sandeep Reddy, heading onto the field with the Clocker offense.
We'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Ashland from the 32-yard line.
That's it.
He and Kevin Botsis really anchor this offensive line.
Yeah. See if Jerry Judge gets in there. Another senior. He was injured earlier. Did see a couple snaps last week. This one goes to O'Brien. Bounces it outside. Norwood is there to shut him down. Looks like he got a yard. Got to get our other sponsors in there too. Then we'll get the seniors.
Yeah, that's okay. We
Yeah.
banged a few out there, so
Yep.
we're already down into the 50s. We're good. Go ahead.
We'll bring up 2nd and 9.
WACA-TV's coverage of tonight's game sponsored in part by Mr. Handyman, the home improvement professionals. They're your one-call solution for a wide range of home maintenance and repair needs, performed by fully insured technicians, located right here in Ashland at 200 Butterfield Drive. Give them a call, 508-231-4639, or request service at MrHandyman.com. There's the snap to Ozalumba. And again, they find him in the backfield, really getting some penetration now. That was a loss of about 4 yards.
And not a lot you can do there.
Might have been Ozalumba's worst play of the year, yardage-wise.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't think anybody could have emerged when you have 3 defenders in the backfield so soon as Norwood did there.
Throwing the ball here, it's tough because now it's not a surprise.
And it would be the first time they throw the ball tonight.
They have Judge, as we were just talking about, has had limited action because of an injury, but he is a favorite target. Robbie Rudisil out of the lineup, missed some practice this week, leg injury, so not sure. He's got some time. This one over the middle.
Oh!
That was Jerry Judge.
That was a heck of a throw.
That was a great
That was
throw.
a tight spiral there.
Disappointing end to this drive, unless we see some type of fake.
I think he thought the ball was a little further away than it was. He misjudged it a little bit. He reached.
No pun intended.
Correct.
That's his name.
I know. Maybe it was intended.
We'll never know.
No, we won't. I'll make sure of that.
A high snap.
Oh, boy.
Able to get it away. Good job. I think that's Oliver
LaRoe. Yeah, that was could have been a disaster there, Rob. So
Kid's
that's
just a sophomore.
Yeah,
so
heady
that's a
play.
heads-up play.
for sure.
48-yard line.
And there's the importance of the long snapper again. That was a extra long snap.
Well, this is going to have to be a really big defensive stand here by Ashland because you're down a touchdown. It's anyone's game, but you head into the locker room 21-7. It's a tough mountain to climb, especially with the
way they're having their will.
offense. Yeah.
So 5:13 to go in the half. Mustangs take over, leading 14-7 on the Clocker side of the field.
Ooh.
And Mustangs kind of stopped themselves. A little slow to get up. As he fell hard. That was number 20, Max O'Brien.
He's a big guy.
Gain of a yard. 2nd and 9. Norwood.
All right, getting back to some of these seniors, Rob. Amari Lee and Matthew Terry. I think we've called probably both their names already tonight, and if not, they're definitely in the middle of the action.
Yeah, Amari Lee's they're both having a great year. Somebody to step up with a interception. Oh, a mishandled snap. Oh, and it's picked up by Dwyer. A fortuitous bounce.
Yeah, and a heads-up play to be able to pick that ball up and keep running. Brings up 3rd and short.
Number 9, your ball carrier, up to the 40-yard line. I'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for Norwood.
All right, Rob, big third down here. Need to come up with a stop. Although it's probably, again, 4-down territory this time for Norwood.
Mm-hmm. The handoff, Dwyer easily ahead for the first down. 5 yards. Clock 3:35. We'll start running once they set the chains after the first down.
For a first down.
Norwood has some size. Their running backs are big guys.
Size
Dwyer.
and quickness.
Yeah, that too. O'Brien also a big guy. Max O'Brien.
Stop saying O'Brien. It's killing me with the Seinfeld.
I know. I'm thinking about it too.
Somebody you just Google that and text us.
No, that's cheating.
Well, I'm not doing it, but if somebody wants to chime in. It's Big Max O'Brien for virtually no gain
Oh,
there.
you're allowed to say O'Brien?
Max O'Brien.
I said Big Max O'Brien.
Matt Terry.
It's like Field of Dreams as the cars stream in that way. Isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yeah.
They'll bring up a second
That's the Norwood crowd for the for the
Right.
7 o'clock start.
They were all following like one guy.
Well, they'll be here just in time for the halftime show.
Mm-hmm. So second and long 9. Terry's going to throw. Oh, he avoids Amari Lee and just does it again. Spins away from a couple tackles and gets ahead for first down almost.
quarterback keeper, number 3, Natty Mahoney.
This ref is marking it short.
Yeah, it's
and,
close.
Yeah, they gave it to him. Yep.
I thought they were going to come out.
Oh, they
Oh,
might-
yeah. Measurement?
Nope.
No,
timeout. Together.
Oh, jeez. Jinx.
2:09 to go. Norwood calls a timeout.
The Ashland cheerleaders urging the team to be aggressive, to be
BE.
AGGRESSIVE. Let's go.
And gives us a chance to recognize 126 self-storage located at 162 Pond Street, owned by Ashland's resident Michael Kane. Gated and fenced with 24-hour security cameras, they offer convenient drive-up storage units for both your residential and commercial needs. Temperature-controlled units and outdoor vehicle, boat, and RV storage is also available. Check them out at 126selfstorage.com. And thank you to Michael Kane for always being a great sponsor of Ashland sports and football. Technoplex Healthcare. Today's sports coverage sponsored in part by Technoplex. Technoplex Healthcare leverages its world-class materials and science knowledge to deliver better patient outcomes by designing and manufacturing products that allow for less invasive procedures, reduce pain, enable faster healing, and safer drug delivery. Technoplex Healthcare is a proud sponsor of the Ashland boys football team once again this year. Thank you, Technoplex.
Yeah, who doesn't like less invasive procedures?
I can't disagree. All right, Norwood. Terry looks like he wants to pitch it, but he keeps it and gets a respectable 5 yards.
That's Mahoney.
Mahoney. What did I say?
Terry?
Terry? Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
You've done it twice.
Oh, yeah, well, that will happen.
Quarterback keeper, gain of 5. Tackled by number 23, Kevin Ozalumbo.
Oh, it's the
Number
Maddie.
54, Matt Terry.
Maddie Mahoney
Yes.
and Matthew Terry.
Second down and 5.
Not to be
Thank
confused
you.
with
Well, that's-
Matthew Perry.
Now I will be confused. And it's Matt LeBlanc on the carry. And,
We can go on and on.
right, it's David Sales on the cover. David
Schwimmer.
Sales on the coverage down the bottom of the screen. Mahoney, again, he does pitch it this time to
Ooh.
Dwyer. He's got a
Oh,
huge hole. Oh, but we got a little penalty here. I'm not sure if that is. It's got to be a hold.
You would think if it's on anybody, I think it would be on number 11 for Norwood.
It was quite the gap that he ran through.
Yeah.
Ashland was not able to get back engaged in the play.
Yeah, that's Connor Curran.
That's Kevin Botsis on the ground. being tended to by Ashland's trusty trainer, Amy Mendoza.
Looks like there was a holding call on Norwood, so that play's coming back.
And it was a hold, so that will negate the Norwood score. Take that 6 off the board.
Right. Those holding penalties are drive killers, you know?
Looks like a 2nd and 9 for Norwood.
Yeah.
Or at least hopefully. In this case it will be.
Yeah, so that ankle injury is severe enough that they're asking for a couple players to help walk him off the field.
You hate to see that, Rob, on senior night, no less. He's able to put a little bit of weight on there.
Yeah. Norwood's ready to go. We got 5 Ashland members on the field still. But it's a wow. That was a quick snap considering. Breaks it outside.
And we're under a minute now, Rob.
Quarterback keeper, number 3, driven out of bounds.
I'm not sure about the. Was it second? Was it 2nd and 1? Yeah, 2nd and 1. Excuse me, it was 2nd and 9.
Right.
After the penalty, so it was just beyond the line of scrimmage. But that actually makes it a first down.
Yes. And the scoreboard still says 20-7, but it is 14-7.
Unless he's watching in the future.
Right. Uh-oh. Maybe that means another missed extra point.
Mahoney decides to keep it. It's met at the line by Terry Ozalumba and number 44. I think that's Jared Canning, even though we say Boomer.
3, Matty Mahoney. Timeout Norwood.
All right, well,
Yeah.
they're gonna slow things down here a little bit. 47 seconds should be ample time. This is their first timeout taken, yes, so they'll have 2 more.
They did take one earlier.
They did?
Norwood, yeah.
Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, and candy at the concession stand located
The
on the scoreboard end of the stadium.
Clockers, on a positive note, will start with the ball receiving.
Because they deferred.
They deferred.
All Ashland High School students who plan on attending tomorrow's homecoming dance. Remember, the deadline to buy tickets is at noon tomorrow. No tickets will be sold at the door.
Still time to buy tickets to the homecoming dance, Rob.
But not afternoon tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we got 2nd and 2nd and 8.
Senior night, homecoming. I mean, it gives you all the feels, doesn't it?
2nd and 8 from the 11-yard
Oh,
line.
yeah. This is football in its finest. So Mahoney fakes the handoff to Dwyer. It looks like he wants to throw. He does, and it looks like he's
He's in.
into the end zone. And he just took the 6 off the board.
I know, just in time.
Just in time to put it back up, 20-7.
That's pass away for a Norwood touchdown.
So Mahoney, as good as advertised so far.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And really just a well-orchestrated drive there for Norwood. I mean, all but 36 seconds away from perfection. Another bad snap.
Papadopoulos trying to do something with it, but going nowhere. So
the scoreboard operator did know something.
20-7. 36.8 seconds to go. Maybe Ozalumba can work some magic on this kick return.
Yeah, I don't know. You just want to be careful here. No need to be a hero.
No.
20-7 is
No,
very
but
overcomable, especially when you're starting with the ball.
right. But if anyone can break one, it's going to be him.
The Wizard of Oz.
Kicking off for Norwood,
Right.
number 19, Micah Papadopoulos.
You stole my line.
No, it's yours. I credit you for that line. Hopefully we get a little wizardry here.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the Wizard could give the team a heart because it looks like they're playing without.
Oh, wow.
Come on. They need a little bit more. They're getting pushed all over the field on defense. So it's going to be Crispin. He'll get the block from Ozalumba. Crispin outside, 30-40, up to the 46-yard line. 28.1 seconds left.
Now what do you do?
Jason Crispin,
Now
your
you
return.
got to air it out.
Sure,
Now-
Antonuk has the arm, right?
He's got the arm. You know, last week they threw to number 15,
First and 10.
his first target of the season, Evan Noel. He's a basketball player, I guess, and another one that's got some good leaping ability. So maybe they'll throw something up to him.
Continuing with the shout out of the seniors, I'm going to mention Jared Canning and Troy Torville as well.
Nice.
Ah,
This could be a fake. As Antonuk. Oh yeah, over here. It was a fake to us.
Wow.
Timeout. Clock stops. 18.3 seconds. That was Braden Pelletier.
I mean, I got totally fooled.
Yeah.
Alicia, did you get fooled on that play? Yeah, we all got fooled.
I usually use the binoculars, but
Won by number 16, Braden Pelletier.
I'm going to disagree.
Ashland.
It's got to be Pelletier,
Touchdown.
right?
Timeout
The last
Ashland.
pronunciation of the last name.
Which one?
Braden Pelletier.
Yeah, who said it wasn't?
Pelletier. Is
Oh.
what the P. And I trust me, I love George. He's great.
Listen, you can't let
And
the
he's-
outside noise distract you, Rob.
Well, that's why you're here. I'm hoping to pick up some tidbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Broadcast.
18 seconds. They presumably have at least one more timeout left. The scoreboard says 3. We know that's not right, but
Yeah, they never move those.
so it affords you the opportunity to maybe work in another creative run and not burn up the rest of the clock.
See if they. I wonder if they have a hook and lateral play in there. Most teams do. But I'd prefer to see, there's number 22. You can see him on the sidelines, Robbie Russo. He's another basketball player. But again, he missed practice this week. So Antonuk throws into the flat to Ozalumba.
All right, so
He gets
timeout.
about 10 yards.
I think you got one throw to the end zone.
8.6 seconds. You kind of have two plays.
Timeout Ashland.
That one took 8.6, and it seemed like it took a long time, but you have to be disciplined.
Right.
If you're not in the end zone, you can't be dancing around fighting for those extra yards. You got to go to the ground and call your timeout.
Well, at this point, you hate to get all the way down the field and not get any points, right? So you just want to be careful and make sure you manage the clock. And that's probably the conversation that's going on at this moment between Andrew McKay and his offense.
Yeah, the other option is Aaron Wolf. He does have a decent leg from the 17. That would be a 35-yard field goal. They did try one about this length last week, and it just I think he was trying too hard. He didn't get good contact, and it came up a little bit short and left of the goalpost.
Well, then do you run the ball just to
Second
make
Maybe
it
get a few
easier
yards.
field goal? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got to throw it. Interception isn't the end of the world. So he's got Tyler Pine at the top of the screen and Sales in the Friels in the slot. He looks to his right, he throws it up. It's knocked away.
Ah,
Intended, I believe, for Crispin. Jerry Judge.
Pass intended to number 3, Jerry Judge.
So 4.2 seconds.
Third down and 1 for Ashland.
What would you say, a 35-yard field goal in high school is the equivalent of a 50-yard field goal in the NFL? Maybe even longer.
I think even longer.
Yeah.
Because they don't get a chance to practice it that much. But at least he had a shot last week, so I'm optimistic.
Yes, sir, Wolf! Yes, sir!
And that's good.
Boom.
The Wolf knocks it through.
You-
When you're in trouble, you bring in the Wolf.
You want to talk about some momentum. You're trailing by 10, but you feel like you're on top of the world at this point, right? Clock is at 0. That's the end of the first half. You get the ball to start the second half. That's a huge momentum swing. Hopefully Ashland can build on that and start of the second half.
It's a big-time kick. So it's halftime here at the Plateau, William Cunis Field. It's the Norwood Mustangs leading the Ashland Clockers 20-10. You're watching high school football on WACA-TV. We'll be back for the second half in about 10 minutes. See you soon.
126 Self-Storage is located at 162 Pond Street and is owned by Ashland native Michael Kane. Gated and fenced with 24-hour security cameras, they offer convenient drive-up storage units for both your residential and commercial needs. Temperature-controlled units and outdoor vehicle, boat, and RV storage is also available. Check them out at 126selfstorage.com. And thank you to Michael Kane for being a great underwriter for WACA's coverage of Ashland High School football games. WACA-TV's coverage of tonight's game is sponsored in part by Mr. Handyman, the home improvement professionals. They're your one-call solution for a wide range of home maintenance and repair needs performed by fully insured technicians. Located right here in Ashland at 200 Butterfield Drive, give them a call at 508-231-4639 or request service at mrhandyman.com.
Technoplex Healthcare leverages its world-class materials science knowledge to deliver better patient outcomes by designing and manufacturing products that allow for less invasive procedures, reduce pain, enable faster healing, and safer drug delivery.
Technoplex is proud to sponsor the 2023 Ashland High football team.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, roast beef, subs, and more. Make sure to get your fill with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com. Today's soccer game is brought to you in part by the Ashland Ale House. With delicious food, a comfortable family atmosphere, and the friendliest service around, the Ashland Ale House is open for both indoor and outdoor seating, as well as curbside pickup. Visit them at ashlandalehouse.com to check out their menu and place an order.
Probably on the air. Welcome back to second half action here at William Cunis Field, the Plateau, Ashland High School. I'm Rob Silver with Rob Tickton. About to get underway for the second half. Ashland Clockers trailing 20-10. Norwood just kind of having their way on offense, huh, Rob?
Well, I was going to say, can we have the obligatory, what was Andrew McKay's message to his team at halftime?
I mean, Andrew McKay is one of the better motivators when his team is down at the half. So, I mean, they came up last week, they were down 15-14. They outscored the other team 21-0 second half. So he's probably just telling them, hey, you're getting pushed around, you're getting embarrassed in front of your home crowd. It's senior night, and you guys are just, you know, like I said, they're really getting dominated on by the offensive line of Norwood. So, and this is their season. If they don't win here tonight, you know, they fall to 1-1 in the Tri-Valley League. Norwood goes to 3-0, and there's only 5 games, so they're pretty much out of it. And they had their schedule's been a little weaker, so to make the playoffs, they'd have to run the table from here, including a tough Holliston squad. And I don't even know if the Thanksgiving game counts against Hopkinton for the playoffs.
Well, it's a tall order at this point. I think You'd really love to get points here on this first drive just to make it a one-score game.
Yep.
And then you got to figure out a way to stop Norwood, which
and
they haven't been able to solve that offense yet.
And we'll see if Kevin Botsis gets back into the game because he went out late on that game. So Ozalumba takes it on one hop, looks for a block, gets some room, and there's a flag from – that was the best throw of the night, by the way.
That was 15 yards he threw that thing.
15 yards. Wonder – any chance it could have been a face mask?
Yeah,
No.
there's always a chance. Botsis is
but it
back
was
in the game, by
good.
the way. So good to see he's
Yeah.
back on his feet and in the action.
So it was a hold, so that'll push the Clockers back to the 21-yard line where they take over. And again, Norwood took the opening kickoff, walked down the field in, I'd say, 5 or 6 plays. Took them 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go ahead, 6-0, missed extra point. Ashland, an 11-minute, 11-second drive to go ahead 7-6. And then Norwood on the next 2 possessions. And a missed extra point. 20-7 was the score, and then a late field goal, 35 yards by the sophomore Aaron Wolf at the buzzer. Made it 20-10. So that field goal could come in big. A touchdown, 2-point conversion, and another field goal would even the score.
Yeah.
Actually put them ahead.
Yeah. Ozalumba with a gain of 9, by the way, on that play. Also wanted to say happy senior day to Syed Ali Sharyar.
And they go to the gunk offense. They didn't use it at all in the first. And Antonuk keeps it, spins ahead. He's still on his feet, getting pushed ahead by the rest of his team. Brian Ramirez in there to help move his quarterback along. First down.
Something happened there. Zachary Brennan didn't like something that was going on in that pile. He had his hands up.
That's
and he's also a senior.
So one of the things I've noticed over the last 5 years, they really developed a little bit of a rivalry, this Norwood. It's always been Holliston and Hopkinton, but really they get very chippy, these two teams. Seen it escalate. Ozalumba gets the pitch in the gunk to 3 yards.
Yeah, not a lot of room there, but was able to manage a short gain. Not a lot of holes there that were opening up for him.
Yeah, 4 yards.
I want to see Antonuk throw the ball more. I want to see that arm.
So this is what they were doing last week. Like I said, they didn't throw a pass in the second half, and you'd see Ozalumba in that congested offensive set, and all of a sudden he busted one out for 52 yards. So we'll see if he can do it again.
Another short gain.
Yeah, that was Crispin on the carry. And it's always 4 down territory.
Is that right?
I kind of think so. I can't see punting it. Yeah, and the other thing, at this level, you get 20 yards out of it half the time.
Yeah,
20,
fine.
30 yards.
But you're in your own territory, and it's...
Well, it's gonna be a moot point. Antonuk keeps it, spins to his right, gets 2 yards, so he is 2 yards short. This is where they rush up. They do the hard count, try and draw him off sides.
2-yard gain, 4th and 2, Ashland.
Yeah, here we go.
See if they actually run the play or...
They burned the timeout.
Well,
You had to take a shot at that penalty, I guess. I mean, it's a big down, big play, and you want to talk it over and make sure you run the right play because there's a lot at stake here.
so I've designed a play from that offensive set where you...
Wait, you designed it?
I want them to use this play. This
Okay.
is my thoughts.
Okay.
You run that, the quarterback starts walking to the sideline like, hey, let's call the timeout or whatever.
Like he's in motion.
and then they snap it to
somebody else.
Devin O'Brien.
Yeah.
Lull him to sleep. Everyone kind of relaxes. Okay.
Sounds a little hokey to me.
Hokey works. Some of the best TikTok football play highlights are hokey.
Yeah, hokey works at Virginia Tech.
Oh.
Yeah, boom.
Works when you're doing the pokey.
But I think maybe we've hit. I said Zachary Brennan's name, and it turned out he was next.
Yeah, don't be afraid. All right.
Braden Pelliher too.
4th and 2.
Not forget him.
And there's your throw.
Oh boy!
And it's on his hip, and he catches it. He's able to put it away. Devin O'Brien.
Yikes!
I think if anybody on the Norwood sideline just yelled boo, he might have dropped it.
I tell you what, I mean, that seemed like it was forever. Him, cradling that ball and having it up against his leg, but he did what he needed to do. Huge gain for Ashland, and just what the doctor ordered as they're on the 25.
Yeah, it was a 25-yard gain. You've been asking Antonuk to throw it.
Yeah.
And he heard you.
And
the
again,
coach heard you.
another short pass that was almost incomplete.
Because he started running upfield before he secured the ball. I know. So that had a better outcome.
Yeah.
Antonuk again, he fakes the handoff. He's going to go outside, back up the field, follows his blocker to the 15, the 10. And that's a 16-yard gain down to the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Great patience by Antonuk,
and again,
leading his block.
Just what Ashland needed to do to open this half was to drive the ball down the field. Now they just got to put it in the end zone and make this a 3-point game.
So the ball spotted right on the 10-yard line, the nose maybe just over it. So I don't know if they can get a first down.
So 1st and 10 just outside the 10-yard line.
So Ozalumba hands it off to Crispin, and he's met in the backfield for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, that didn't work. Ozalumba would have been better off just keeping it.
So we mentioned it earlier as we came back from the half, but they are in field goal range, and a field goal would be very instrumental.
Yes, that's true.
At this point.
That's true.
So as long as they can kind of not shoot themselves in the foot with any holding penalties.
Well, they've got their long snapper and holder warming up on the sideline just in case.
Omari Lee behind Antonuk, pitch to Crispin, who sidesteps a block, moves it up the field, still going down to the 4-yard line, pickup of about 7-8 yards.
That was a tough run right there. There was nowhere to go, but somehow managed to squeak out 6 yards.
Did I have the, yeah, we didn't get the full pregame, but I have them as Thunder and Lightning. He's more the Thunder and Ozalumba the Lightning.
I don't know if you can go to Thunder and Lightning when you're trying to push Ozalumba to be the Wizard of Oz. It's just too much. Pick a lane.
Again, these gems of wisdom that you add as Antonuk pushes it back upfield. He's down close to the end zone.
He's just short, Rob, and it's decision time.
The decision has been made as this one, I mean, they're technically a foot away from a first down and a foot and a half from a touchdown. As Antonuk takes it over the line.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Clockers. Woo!
And we're back in business, Rob. Just like that, 1-score game. Let's go.
So what do you think of that offense? Have you ever seen that formation?
No. And I think
pretty interesting.
I think gunk is a good word for it. That's Did you come up with that?
No,
okay.
no.
All right.
I'm not that creative.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, have you heard any of my 4th grade poetry though? Did you see any of my readings online?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, so you do know I have some literary expertise. That's unfortunate. We got some type of.
Was that a whistle before the snap?
We will find out. Possible false start or an offsides. Looks like they're moving it up, so it could have been offsides. Or
If I couldn't have been offsides because they would have declined it, right?
well, in that case, yeah, they would have declined it, but they didn't push it back, so it can't be.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Either way,
Maybe
it's moot.
inadvertent whissle, and they just needed to stop play for something. But
Or maybe they just felt like he needed to kick it twice. Either way, 2017. We have ourselves a ball game.
and from what we've seen, the offense has not been the issue.
Correct.
This is the big test. They're going to kick it off, and they got to hold them.
Yeah.
They've been behind the 8 ball. Every first down, for the most part, has been 5-6 yards, except the one Max O'Brien tripped kind of over himself. And I still can't think of the
Yeah, I know. O'Brien and Murphy?
Murphy. Oh, Dylan Murphy, right?
I think so. Murphy and O'Brien.
Murphy. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not have recruited a better substitute announcer. Wolf with a little pooch kick finds a hole. Good bounce. And looks like that was number 22, I believe, for Norwood.
Yeah, and good bounce for Norwood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 22, Sam Larkey, driven out of bounds by number 18, Jake Linehan.
So Norwood taking over at their 39. Not the worst field position, not the best, but it's kind of normal for a high school
Yeah.
kickoff right in that range.
Yeah, I would say so.
I kind of feel like anything 30 and below favors the kicking team. So see what Mahoney can do. Pitches there to Dwyer, full head of steam.
Jeez.
Just taking the blockers with tacklers with him.
He's a beast.
13 yards and a first down.
You got to get low on him. That's the key. You got to take him out the legs.
Man, you got to get him before he gets that momentum. First guy hit him, just bounced right off him. So just like that, Norwood Mustangs have creeped into Ashland territory. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 4:55 to go in this third quarter. Norwood a little iffy on the snap there and the handoff. Able to get 3.5, maybe 4. Dwyer again.
It's just, it seems like on every play, you know, they're gaining at least 5 yards. It's like you can't even get them into a 3rd and long situation.
They can't get any penetration. They can't disrupt anything in the backfield. Might be O'Brien uncovered in the, no, that's Antonuk. Antonuk with the first hit, but couldn't wrap him up. He gets 4 more yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Antonuk read it. Perfect.
Yeah, he did.
Made the contact. I kind of feel like they have to gamble here and try and blow something up. And
Yeah. Go for a TFL, as they say. Tackle for loss.
yes. Two receivers to the
This is going
top of the screen. They run it to the other side, and just like that, good job by Dwyer switching hands to get the ball on the outside. And
Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle there by David Sales.
they're down to the 28-yard line. 11-yard run there.
You just can't let him get a touchdown, right?
Correct.
Field goal, you can live with. Although I can't see Norwood.
I was going to say, I can't see any scenario.
Well, just for plenty of reasons, one of them being is they've missed 2 extra points.
Missed 2 extra points. They're gaining 8 yards per carry. So Mahoney keeps it, gets the outside, follows his blocker, and he moves up ahead to the 18-yard line. Gain of about 5.
Yeah, and whereas I feel like they were getting a lot of their yardage up the middle in the first half, they seem to be getting the corners here, and that's a problem. Ashland can't seem to contain the edge. So they're getting these huge chunk plays. And Connor Martin, number 32 for Ashland, has 31 on his helmet. So that's distracting. Which leads me to ask, where's Corey Paddleford, number 31? But sorry.
Yeah, no, that's, I don't know. So Mahoney pitches to Dwyer. Dwyer's got the corner. Oh, a good job. Good job by Cam Antonuck to shed the block.
Yeah, exactly. He did a great job shedding the block and then making a great tackle.
We're excited, but it's still, 3rd and 3. Only a yard there. Or excuse me, fourth and 1.
I believe it's 3rd.
Yeah.
Short.
See if
I think that
right, because that had 2nd and 4, and I thought he got 2 yards. Yeah, they're fixing it over there.
Yeah.
I should just stick with my.
Yeah.
Why do I doubt myself?
That's a little unsettling. These kids playing on rocks
on that side of the fence.
Is that common? Is that an Ashland tradition?
No.
Okay.
It happens, but now it looks like a Norwood timeout. It looked a little out of sorts.
Yeah, well, you wonder if he's calling the timeout because he thought it was 4th down. I don't know. By the way, just to recap the pizza situation, there was pizza downstairs. It was delicious.
Yeah,
and
I think those
by our sponsor, correct?
Yeah, Townhouse Pizza roast beef.
Yeah, excellent.
Men's soccer this week. Some of the scores from this week's action: 1-1 for the week. Overall record 9-3-1. They had a tough loss to Medway 1-0 at home on Wednesday, and then they beat Millis 5-1 yesterday. So they're 9-3-1. And the women's soccer team had a decent week. They had a 1-1 tie at Medway and a 4-0 win yesterday here in front of their home fans. And they're currently 2-8-2, but 1-1 on the week. You're always as good as your last game when it's a win. So still not sure what's going on here. They might be trying to figure out the correct down, but it is 3rd and 1. They are correct now. Field hockey had a 5-2 loss versus Medway and a 2-1 defeat against Marlborough. They're standing at 2-7-2. And volleyball had a couple losses this week. 3-0 loss to an elite Hopkinton Hiller squad. And last night at home, they lost 3-1 against Shrewsbury.
Oh, Shrewsbury's got a great team this year.
Currently standing at 4-10. So here we are, 3rd and 1 at the 18-yard line. Probably Big Max O'Brien powering his way up the middle. Yeah, it was.
And on to 20, Max O'Brien. That's good for a Norwood 1st down.
So they got him just where they want him. First and 10 on the 11. Oh, they're on the 9, excuse me. George was right. George was getting thirsty. 1st and goal on the 9. I guess if they lost 5 yards on the first 3, they might try a field goal. Mahoney, plenty of room on the outside. Steps in the end zone, but we got a flag on the play.
Yeah.
We got a flag, and that's why he was so easily into the end zone.
Uh-oh. What's he waving it for?
And now he's waving it off. So the touchdown will stand.
It makes you wonder what made him throw in the first
I
place,
was going to say the exact same thing. You had to see something.
Yeah.
What did the other guy unsee it?
Yeah, this is where you wish you could have a mic. You know, they could come and explain to the crowd. Not that they probably would.
I missed the replay on the tape delay. Well, so it's 26-17. Looks like they're going to go for 2 as the extra point has not been successful. Mahoney looks to throw, stops, and he is pushed into the end zone.
Jeez. Eef, that's too bad.
Yeah, so that makes it back to normal numbers again. We're
That's
not going
right.
to have one of those, what are they called when they
Yes.
get a new score?
Yes, it's
Oh, man.
oh, again you're doing this to us.
Had a lot of them. I mean, I haven't been watching a lot of Red Zone, but I know that's where they talk about it.
Right.
Anyways, 28-17.
Yeah, back the pressure once again falls on the shoulders of the Ashland offense to pull to within a score.
Yep.
But, you know, the clock is going to become a factor. It's not a factor yet, but, you know, we're getting late in the third quarter, and we're going to blink, and we're going to be into the fourth.
Yeah, and it almost takes Ashland out of the game a little bit because they can't afford an 11-minute drive.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Time to let Antonuk throw the ball a little bit. Or do some more trickery, although I don't know how many trick plays you have up your sleeve.
He's probably got a few, but they haven't thrown the design screen into the mix yet. They usually do that, some type of middle screen. That's Ozalumba catching it on the fly. See if he can find some space. Gets it up to the 31-yard line. Right in that area that we talked about, over the 30. It's kind of a neutral area as far as starting field position. So 28-17, and then if they score, they kind of have to go for 2.
Yeah,
at
for
this
sure.
point.
No, absolutely. Norwood, by the way, should be going for 2 every time.
I think at this level, most schools should.
Well, and especially the way their offense operates. You
Exactly.
know, they have the big backs. I
Yep.
mean, just would seem to make sense.
So back to the Gunk offense. It's a pitch to Crispin. He's able to get outside.
All right, good run.
Scoot ahead for 8 yards. Matty Mahoney getting a little frisky with number 69, Botsis, after the play.
Beginning 9. Second down and 1. Ashland.
Just about a minute to go here in the third quarter. Again to Crispin. Cuts it back up. Gets the first down.
And not a lot more.
Nope. Stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains, or not stopping the clock. Somebody tell the scorekeeper we're moving the chains. It's fine.
That Norwood crowd really never did materialize.
They didn't. But 23 seconds to go, and what do we got here?
Looks like
A Norwood
timeout?
Norwood timeout. All right. We'll break in the action. And as far as other sports around Ashland, I think we had cross country. Both squads went to Holliston, and no success. Holliston beat us cross country.
Well, Holliston has a great cross country squad.
That's what they're known for. Do you know the Holliston school mascot?
The Hilltopper?
No, that is Hopkinton Hillers.
Oh.
It's the Holliston Panthers.
Ah. Should have known. That was my second guess.
Mm-hmm.
What was your high school mascot?
We were the Spartans, Framingham Spartans.
That's not bad.
Yes.
I was a Charger.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
St. Petersburg Chargers?
Well,
No.
close enough.
Okay. Hand off to Ozalumba.
Oh.
He's close. He was
If he
close.
would have worked it maybe a little bit more around the edge there.
Yeah. So that's 4 yards. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. In an ideal situation for these refs, they only have to walk 4 yards to respot the ball.
That's a win.
That is a win, definitely.
It's a keen observation, too, by the way.
Well, I think last week they were on the 1 yard line when they had when the clock ran out in the first quarter. I think the trainer had to attend to 2 of the refs.
Where we are Ashland Athletics, and on Twitter, where we are Clocker A-D. Thank you.
So again, the
Support of Ashland Athletics.
our buddy Derek over at Perks of Norwood,
Right.
the Clocker Coffee Special
Right.
may not materialize. They
Right,
gotta win. They
'cause-
gotta
oh,
win.
Right. They
It's-
have to
it's
win.
with a win.
I forgot. Well, it's a little confusing. The home team has to win for the road town to have a free.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's more of a consolation. Hey, if you
Okay.
lose,
Yeah.
we know you feel bad. Come on, get a cup of coffee, cry on our shoulder.
Right.
And but honestly, knowing Derek, if you went in there and said, "Hey, I'm here for the Clocker Coffee Special," win or lose, he'll hook you up.
I got to tell you, if you're driving from Ashland to Norwood for a free coffee,
Well, I'm saying Norwood could do it too, even with a
Oh.
win.
Oh.
Just knowing them.
oh,
We're ready to go. 2nd and 6. Start of the fourth quarter. Ashland trailing 28-17. It's a pitch to Crispin.
caught from behind. I don't know where everybody else was running.
I know. A lot of people downfield.
I thought it was
but
another
nobody
trick
with the ball.
play.
I thought the same thing. That's funny.
Well, that time we were following the ball, nobody else was, as opposed to the last time there was a trick play and everybody else was following the ball and we weren't.
So it's 3rd and 3. Picked up 2 yards, 2.5. This would be a good spot for a throw. Nobody's expecting it. Antonuk keeps it. Actually pushed ahead by the Norwood defender. Amari Lee with a very aggressive block
Yeah.
in the backfield.
You can sense a little frustration with that block, right?
Yeah.
So we're at 4th and short.
Yeah, 4th and less than a yard.
Yeah, as the clock continues to tick, but not a factor yet.
Coach McKay asking for a measurement. Wants a measurement. It's in the middle of the hashes.
Yeah.
It's how do you not
Nobody seems to want to listen to him. All right.
finally
there.
finally
Yeah.
not in, they let 20 seconds run off the clock before they make a decision.
I'm going to guess he's
The reality, right? I
a
think
nose short.
I think he's short because, like I was saying, nowadays, and they do this in the NFL, they do it in the NCAA. They spot on the hash mark purposely.
Yeah.
When they make a first down, they almost always round it up or move it back just a tiny bit to avoid things like this, so speeds the game up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah. He's,
yeah,
yeah,
because it's
a
short of
foot
the hash mark, but it is definitely worthy of a measurement.
Was it, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clock's running again. So they got big number 55, Omari Lee, lined up. They like to do the push. There it is. Good surge for 2-3 yards.
Ooh.
Antonuk goes down hard.
Okay.
But again, it's chewing up a lot of clock.
Yeah, I was
We're
going to
down
say.
to
You don't want
approaching
to
10 minutes.
You don't want to have too many 4-down, 10-yard first downs, right?
Right.
Not enough time for that.
So actually, COVID year when we played the spring season, they were running this. They faked Norwood out with they threw fish for a pass. Oh, there we go. He avoids a
Watch out.
tackle. Oh, his knee was down. Zach Brennan, he was down at the spot. He caught it with his knee down.
Yep, and the ref saw it.
Zach Brennan.
Still, that was a nice little gain.
Good job by Antonuk to avoid
staying
the
on his feet.
TFL.
Yeah, tackle for loss, right? Because nobody knows what that means.
Right. But they were running this skunk offense. They had it was 14-14, I think, at the time, and they snuck the back out into the secondary. Nobody covered them and went for 40 yards and a winning touchdown from this. Norwood never recovered. There's a pitch to Crispin, cuts it upfield. Good job holding on the ball.
Yeah.
Number 99 it was. Looked to Zach Joseph. Tried to strip that.
Amari Lee checks back in.
Gotta have the brain trust on the Ashland sideline. Figure out the defense while the offensive coordinator gets this to the end zone. Crispin from behind for a rear loss in the Gunk offense.
Right, that tackle was made by Nate Sue for Norwood.
Johnny Cash fan.
Right, right.
No, that's his last name. Snap it while they got 12 men on the field. Go, come on. He's the flag.
Yeah, that.
He was not off the field.
You're right.
What are they doing?
And it was abundantly obvious to everybody else in the stadium that Norwood was not able to get off the field in time.
Right, so instead Ashland does a quick snap. They get a yard and a half and no flag.
Yeah, well, and they could have snapped it a little quicker, maybe to make it a little more clear cut. But, yeah, there should have been a flag. And McKay is rightfully angry about it, and now the refs are talking.
And while they're talking, the clock's running. All right. All right, so brings up 3rd and 10. Devin O'Brien just back to the line of scrimmage.
And here we go.
4th and 10, you call a timeout. Fourth and 11. They're going to elect to just want to play, no timeout.
Yeah, 6:42 on the clock, Rob. Yeah, they should have called a timeout.
All right. A lot of uncertainty. Antonuk back to pass, steps up, spins to the outside, and he's dragged down. I think that's one of their senior captains, number 52, Ben Kelly. Huge.
Going down for Ashland.
It seemed like it was maybe a good opportunity there to call a timeout and talk that one over a little bit.
Under the circumstances.
Because
Very rarely do I disagree with Coach McKay's line of thinking, but so the scenario is now 6:15 to go in the game. Norwood leading 28-17. They have not been stopped on offense. And Ashland's going to have to do something here.
Norwood really spreading out the field.
Ashland needs 2 scores. You're going to have to gamble. Nice flip pass to Jack Dwyer from Mahoney. Goes for 7 yards and keeps the clock moving.
That was a little Tim Tebow-esque, that throw.
Yeah, that little goal line pass that they like to do.
Yeah.
The Mustangs in no hurry as they sprint out of the huddle after I say that.
They're in the no hurry up offense.
Yeah, they should be draining the clock, but they quick snap. They looked a little out of sorts. There's a flag. False start.
Okay, well, you take all the help you can get, right? Brings up 2nd and 7 now.
Yeah, but what's interesting about that is I think they start the clock again. So it's not the worst thing in the world for Norwood. They can run another 25,
Right.
30 seconds.
They're trading
off.
5 yards for 25 seconds.
In theory, they could go all the way back to the end zone and the game's over.
Yeah, right. A little loophole.
It is.
I feel like Mike Vrabel did something like that for Tennessee a couple years ago.
Mahoney to his right gets the 5 yards back.
Yep.
And there's a little extracurricular activity, draws a flag. I'm not sure if it's Ashland was on the ground, so I'm hoping it was against Norwood.
Well, the Norwood coach doesn't look very happy, so I'm guessing it is.
Oh, it is 15 yards
Yeah.
from the end of the play.
Right, so that's going to finally a 3rd and long.
Yeah.
It took 2 penalties, totally 20 yards, but
It's going to move it back to the 30-yard line. .28, I guess. Okay. And once again, the clock is running.
yeah.
3rd and 16 for Norwood.
Now, if you were Norwood, would you be
would-
inclined to throw here?
No,
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I'd run. If you get the chunk yardage like you're getting, so be it. Keep the clock running and kick it away.
Yeah, exactly.
Ashland needs 2 scores. And he's going to throw it. That's why we're up here and they're down there. Beautiful throw.
Yep.
Goes
Yep.
for 11 yards.
And so here's the next question: Are they punting?
I think they punt.
Oh, well, I thought you said that middle of the field. You're just because
Well,
of
they're
where
up.
we are
By,
in the
they're
game.
up by 11. They're
Yeah.
up by 11, and late in the 4th quarter. Their first punt of the game.
If they are, excuse me, if they are punting.
Right?
Hey, how many balls you got? Two's too much. Come on.
It's number 28. Looks like it could. Oh, excuse me, number 13. Oh. Nice punt. Could get a good roll. No,
Oh, yeah.
Ashland bounce.
Okay, Rob, 3:41 on the clock. They need to get 11 points. It's going to be a tall order, but crazier things have happened.
Right? The Miami Hurricanes last week.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that definitely is crazier. How does Miami respond this weekend is my question, because they got a tough one. I don't remember who it is, but they've got maybe North Carolina this week. I think they're going to lay it.
Incredible. Antonuk in a passing formation. And tucks it away for a 1-yard loss and a flag.
Ooh.
Clock stops.
That might be a face mask.
Got yanked down. His helmet twisted a little bit. What a late hit. one of the two, but it's definitely personal foul, 15 yards.
15-yard penalty.
Norwood shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here in the late minutes of the game.
I mean, I don't understand the 15-yard mark. That one's like 13. The other one was like 17. I guess he was maybe tackled for a loss of a yard or two. I don't know. It's immaterial. 3:20 to go. Clock back running. Antonuc looks to
Ooh.
some traffic.
Ooh, that was a tight needle he tried to thread there. Almost
David
got it.
Sales, the intended target. Yeah.
At least the clock stops.
Pass incomplete. And it was 2nd and 10 for Ashland.
I don't think you got to do something different. Pass it over the middle. I feel like you got to try that Noel play again. That one intended Jerry Judge. Sales wide.
Bring up a 3rd and 10 for Ashland.
Yeah, just a little too much pressure there. Not enough time for Antonuc to get off the throw we wanted to get there.
It's interesting. It looks like if they had done the spread offense, Antonuc might have been able to leverage that a little bit with his running ability. Step up. He's quick. He had a 60-yard touchdown this year.
Oh.
Wow. That one hit the ground, intended again for, that one was Frios.
That was Mahoney almost with the interception.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, you hate to see that.
Antonuc with some nice passes.
Yeah, well, this is the game right here, Rob, right? You got to get 10 yards.
Yeah, 3:01 to go. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass, 4th and 10. Throws it over to, I think that Rudisil.
Ooh, forward progress, going to get him the first down. That's close. I think he got it, yeah.
And Coach McKay forced to play Robbie Rudisil, who had missed practice because of injury, but that shows what he can do. Rudisil, great hands. I'd like to see him loft one up there, Rudisil. Looking for Pines, gonna have to throw it away.
Basically that's what he did. The sack there would not have been good.
No.
Pass is incomplete.
So a glimmer of hope after that first down. Incomplete pass on first down there. 2nd and 10, 28-17.
And 2:35 on the clock.
2:35 on the clock. And one more timeout in the pocket than we would hope he'd have. Probably got all three.
Mm-hmm.
There's the screen. Read very well.
Yeah.
Good job by 54, who's coming off with a little limp. Jay Merritt on the tackle. Great job reading that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to break for some good yardage.
They're down to Rudisil, I believe. Actually, couldn't even see. He gets out of bounds.
Yeah.
Robbie.
Pass complete to number 22, Robbie Rudisil.
It's 2 big catches for him on this drive.
Yeah, if it gets close to him, he's usually pretty good about securing the ball. It's unfortunate they couldn't work him into the game earlier. .203 to play. Clock stopped as he got out of bounds on the first down play. See if he tries Rudisil again, top of the screen. A lot of pressure. Antonuk's going to have to throw it away.
Good job escaping there.
Second down and 10, Ashland.
Looks like Mac Jones back there with the timing. just right on top of him. Can't do a thing.
I don't think under any circumstances anybody should be compared to Mac Jones at the moment. Can I say that? Is that all right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's not a lot of Mac Jones fans. All right. They are kind of angling the safety over to where Rudisil is. There's the safety. See if Rudisil can come away with it. Just like I was saying, they were playing that and it was picked off. They had the safety kind of helping out on that side.
Yeah.
Antonuk, I don't know if he never saw him or didn't care. I mean, he had to do something heroic. And Matty Mahoney able to step in front of Rudisil and pick it off.
He does it all. Well, it was, you know, a gutsy drive there, trying to close to within a score, and they were able to get the ball downfield. They just couldn't get it all the way in, and so a good effort. And now it's just going to be Norwood running the clock out.
Yeah, pretty much. Mahoney to Dwyer. Dwyer with some room to the right. Wow, look at that speed.
Yeah.
Over the 50-yard line, 46.
Don't love him going out
30,
of bounds.
33 yards, exactly. I'm wondering if McKay would even use the timeout.
Right, if they went victory formation.
I think if he took a knee, then respectfully, I think he'd let the clock run.
Yeah.
So the Clockers travel to Medfield
Oh.
next week. It's a Thursday night game. I think it's a 7 o'clock start. We have a few Thursday night games. There's a shortage of referee crews. So,
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, so you get a couple Thursday night games as Mahoney runs it, pitches it over to, I think it's Dwyer, and he's out in front, and he is into the end zone, rubbing salt into the wound.
Yeah, you think? You think?
And off to number 9, Jack.
I'm already looking forward to next year's game
Yeah.
in Norwood. This crew's going to be, this Clocker squad, a lot of returning underclassmen. They'll remember that. So that makes the score 34-17. They're going to give their kicker Papadopoulos another shot. They need the tee. Real kickers don't need a tee. Oh, no, they need another player. Okay. Whoa, bad snap. And something to work on.
Yeah, that's definitely something to work on for Norwood.
Yeah.
But not much else.
No, Norwood's got, so they have wins over Medfield and now Holliston and Ashland. So they play against Hopkinton and Westwood, I believe, are the two remaining TVL matchups for them.
Does Norwood historically have a decent football program? Do you know?
They've been better over the last few years, but last year they were 1-4 in the TVL, tied with Ashland and Medfield at the bottom.
Huh, interesting.
And, yeah, I don't think they had a winning record last year, so they really turned it around. This
Yeah,
is,
short order.
worst to first. maybe hoping for a letdown after their huge win last week, but they were prepared in the opening kickoff. That's Crispin dancing around in the backfield to the 32-yard line.
Return by number 8, Jason.
Does Ashland run the ball here or throw the ball?
Like a 13-yard
Excellent
return
question, and I'm wondering if there's
first
any
and 10
seniors
for
that may
Ashland
not
from the
have had
33-yard line.
a snap yet. Maybe get them in the game for one official snap. So Cam Antonuk with the 2 scores for Ashland. And a nice field goal by Aaron Wolf, but just not enough tonight. Antonuk rolls to his left, throws it over to, I think, was that Sales?
I think it was, yeah.
Number
Cam
13?
Antonuk
Oh,
pass
Jacob
complete to
Friels,
number
Oh.
10, Jacob Friels.
one of the other senior captains.
2nd and 1, Ashland.
50 seconds to go. Spike it. Always working on something.
There's a 3rd and 1 for Ashland.
Looks like Udasil thought he was going back in the game, but he's not. Once again, thanks to our crew tonight, Mackie Kotob, Colin Turner on the field cam, Alicia Hall and Jeff Hall running it all down below. So throw to Jerry Judge.
Ooh.
I didn't have any Judge-related
Cam Antonuk pass intended
puns
to number
right
3,
there.
No.
Judge. Incomplete. It'll bring down 4th and a yard for Ashland.
56 on the coverage.
You don't see many 56s dropping back in coverage, wide receivers on the edge.
No, you don't. You don't.
It just seems like Norwood has a little bit more size.
You might be correct. Let's see if that is the last play of the game. You don't want to see anybody get hurt for no reason.
Well, the clock has stopped.
Oh,
And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Oh, that's why.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for Norwood.
They have to take a knee here, right?
yes. One would think. Yeah. And there it is. Matty Mahoney takes the knee. Clock will wind down, and that's going to bring this game to an end. Final score from Ashland High School, Cunis Field, 34-17. The Norwood Mustangs victorious. Ashland goes to 3-3 on the season.
17.
The Mustangs improved to 5-1,
Back in action next Thursday
high atop
evening
the
when they
TVL
travel to
large
Medfield.
standings.
Kickoff for that game is 7
And
p.m.
as we said, next week,
Thank you
Ashland
all
will
for
travel
coming
to
out and supporting
Medfield
these student
to
athletes
face
and
off
keep
against the
Scholastic
Warriors
athletics.
and try and get
Please
back
drive
on the
home
winning
safely.
track.
Go
Scoring for Ashland
Rockers.
tonight, Cam Antonuk, a couple short runs. And it was Aaron Wolf with an impressive 35-yard field goal to close out the first half. Rob, any thoughts?
First and foremost, thanks for having me. It was a wonderful experience, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody affiliated with the network. It was a fun night. It was a valiant effort by the Clockers. They kept it close. They hung in there. But in the end, it was just too much offense for Norwood. And never could figure out really how to slow them down. But it's everything's a teaching moment, right? And that's what was going on there at the end of the game.
Yep.
So hopefully you take something away from this loss, and you try to forge ahead and have a winning season. 3-3 is something to build on. So
yeah, and like we said, we'll see a lot of these players back next year. So hopefully they do it to Norwood on Norwood's home turf. And like we said, we got Medfield, we got Holliston, and in the season with Hopkinton. So still playoff aspirations.
Sure.
But we'll see what happens. Silver medal of the night goes to Cam Antonuck with the 2 touchdowns. But that's pretty much a wrap.
I was hoping I was going to get the silver medal.
No. No.
Too late.
No. But I really appreciated you stepping up tonight. So thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Glad you were able to get some pizza from our sponsor, Townhouse.
Yeah,
And,
it all worked out.
so on behalf of my partner tonight, Rob Tickton, I'm Rob Silver on WACA-TV saying good night and go Clockers.